Chapter 2, Presentations, Getting Started. To start a new presentation, just go to File, and then New, and then double-click the blank presentation. Another thing you can do is you can type Control-N to start a new blank presentation, or you can use Office template by going to File, New, and then selecting a template. Slide layout. Each slide of your presentation contains a layout consisting of the slide's formatting, theme, and placeholders. PowerPoint contains 9 built-in slide layouts, and you can even create your own custom slide layout. To add a standard slide layout, make sure you are in the normal view, and on the slide's outline pane on the left, click on the slide you want to apply a layout to, and then just go to Home, Slides, Group, Layout, and choose one of the 9 predefined layouts. Just a quick summary of the different layouts. You have Title Slide. This is the default slide when you start a new presentation. You also have the title and content, which allows you to add a title as well as content such as text boxes or graphs. Next you have section header. You can use this layout as a transition slide between the sections of the presentation. Next is to content, which enables you to add content to both sides of the slide. Next is comparison, which is similar to the to content layout, also adds a heading above each content placeholder. And obviously this type of layout is good for comparisons. Perhaps you want to compare 2 charts. You can do it side by side. Title only just displays the title. It's similar to the title slide, except that the subtitle placeholder isn't included. So we have the title, then nothing else, whereas if I go back to title slide, you have a subtitle placeholder. The next layout would be blank, which is used when you want to add an object such as an image without any accompanying text. Content with caption. You should use this layout to add a graphic, such as a chart on the right side with a caption added on the left. And then finally there's picture with caption, which allows you to add obviously an image or picture and then a caption above it. The Slide Master. To create your own slide layouts, you work in the Slide Master tab. Go to View, Master Views Group, Slide Master, which displays the Slide Master tab. Some of the groups on the Slide Master tab. Edit Master. The commands in this group are used to insert and edit your Slide Masters, insert layouts tied to your Slide Master, and rename or delete items. Master Layout allows you to add placeholders and other items to your slides. Edit Theme Group allows you to customize your themes applied to your slides. Background allows you to choose attributes of your slide's background. Page Setup. Use the commands at Page Setup to change the size and orientation of the paper you will be printing your presentation on. Also, change the number at which slides begin their numbering. and then finally closed to exit out of the slide master. The slide master pane shown on the left here is made up of the top slide, which is the slide master, and it sets the layout and theme of all the other slides in that group. And this is the first group of slides, and you'll see the 1. If I want to insert a new slide master, you'll see that there's a 2, which is going to set up the layout and theme for a whole new group of slides. Any formatting done on the slide master will automatically be applied to the rest of the slides in the group. And by the way, the other slides at this point are just the 9 layouts previously discussed. If you change the format of just one of the layouts, the formatting will be applied just to that slide, or just to that layout, and won't affect the other layouts within the group. So just a quick example. See, I changed the background style, and it'll apply to all the other layouts. Since I changed it on the slide master, all the other layouts will automatically be updated with that format. But if I go to one of the individual layouts and change something like the background style just for that layout, you can see in the pane on the left here that it didn't affect any other slide. It just affected that slide. Placeholders, which are indicated by these dotted lines here, can be added, removed, and repositioned, and are used as an area on the slide reserved for insertion of text and other objects such as pictures. Some types of placeholders include content, text, picture, chart, table, smart art, media, and clip art. To insert a new placeholder into a slide, say a slide layout, click on the layout and then go to Master Layout, Insert Placeholder. Select on one of these here. So I'll just briefly go through each one. So content, and then just click and drag where you want it to be placed on the layout. And you can see that once I have inserted the placeholder, the content placeholder, it'll give you a title here which you can select and then just replace with your own text. And you can add other levels if you want. So just another quick example. Say you wanted to change this layout here, which looks like it's going to be the title slide layout. You just choose your placeholder at the top here. Say you want to insert picture. You see that your cursor, your mouse cursor, changes into that black cross, meaning it's ready to be inserted onto your layout. So just click and drag to where you want your placeholder to be, and you can of course add more than one placeholder. So you want to add a text. So now you can see that layout has been modified. So now you have a title, you have this picture one, and then you have this text placeholder. Once your placeholder is placed on the layout, you can move it by clicking it on, and then you'll see that on the cursor is a four-headed black arrow, meaning you can move it by clicking and dragging it to the new location. And you can also click and drag one of these corners or sides to resize. Those are called selection handle points, by the way. And of course you can rotate it by clicking and dragging this green circle at the top. To delete the placeholder, click it on and then just hit your delete key. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that action. So in order to apply this new layout to a slide, first save your file, exit out of the slide master, so now the view will be normal, and then click on the slide that you want to apply the layout to. Go to the Home tab, Slides group, Layout, and then choose the layout that you just created. So in that example, I changed the title only layout. So click it on and you can see that you have your title placeholder, your picture placeholder, and your text placeholder. To create a new custom slide layout, go back to Slide Master, click on the Slide Master in which you want to add the new layout for. In this case we only have one Slide Master, so I'll be clicking on that one. In the Edit Master group, click on Insert Layout, which will create a new layout and insert it at the bottom of your layout list. Then you just go through and you insert your placeholders. And then you will want to go to Edit Master Group and click on Rename to give your custom layout a name. Then just go to File, Save As, and save it as a template. This will save your custom layout so that you can use it later. So if I close out of the master view and I go to Layout, you can see that it's here in the list. To delete a layout, just click on the layout that you want to delete in the Slide Master pane, and then just go to Edit Master, Delete. Inserting new slides. To insert a new slide, go back to Normal View by closing the Master View. Make sure you're on the Slides tab, and then go to Home, Slides Group, New Slide. Select one of the 9 predefined slide layouts or one of the custom ones that you have created. The new slide will appear after the currently selected slide, so it'll be after slide 4. So now slide 5 is a new one that was just inserted. And if I wanted to insert it all the way at the end, I would just click on the last slide and then insert new. To quickly add a new slide with the same layout and theme as an existing slide, go to the slide that you want to copy the layout from, and then just right click, copy, and then paste the slide in to where you want it. To rearrange a slide, click on the slide you want to move and then just drag it to a new location. Say I want to move slide number 2 down between 4 and 5. Just click and drag to that position. And if I want to do multiple slides at once, I would just hold down the control key while I click the slides and then move it. Say I want to move 2, 3, and 4 after 6. Deleting slides, just right click on the slide you want to delete and then click delete slide, or to click it on and hit your delete key. Hiding slides. To hide a slide, just right click on the slide you want to hide and then choose hide slide at the bottom of the menu. And you can see that it still is displayed in the slides tab in the pane on the left, but that it's kind of grayed out, meaning that when you play your slideshow, that one slide will be hidden and won't be displayed. And to unhide it, just right click, click on hide slide again. Now it's become unhidden. Entering text. Entering text is pretty straightforward. You just click inside a text related placeholder such as a title, and then you'll see your insertion point blinking, and that's where your text will be inserted when you type. Find replace. To find and or replace a word, you would use your find and replace feature. Go to the home tab, editing group, and then click on find. This will bring up your find dialog box. So say you have a word say you want to look up for the word Jedi. So you go back to find, and this will work. Find will work if you're even on any slide. So for example, if I go on slide 1, click find, and then I want to find the word Jedi, and then find next, it'll jump to that slide with the word highlighted. And if I want to replace, type into replace with the word I want to replace it with. And then you just hit replace all button. And PowerPoint will notify you of how many replaces were made, in this case 1. Moving text and objects. An important feature of PowerPoint is the ability to make things more efficient. One such way is by moving text and objects from one slide to another, or even from one area of the slide to another. And of course, these are done through the copy, cut, paste functions. To copy, just select your text that you want to copy. Right click and hit copy. Or you could go to the Home tab, Clipboard group, and select copy. And then you can paste it into another slide, say. Right click where you want it to paste, and then click your paste option. Or you could just go back to Clipboard group. So I'll copy and then paste using the Clipboard group. And when you copy, you're just copying your text. You're not affecting the text that you copied. It's still going to be in the same place. You're just making a copy and then pasting it into another location. And again, I could have also pasted it within the same slide if I wanted to. Whereas if you cut text by right clicking and going to cut, or by going to the Clipboard group and then cut, you're cutting out the text altogether. This will work not only on text but also on other objects such as pictures. You can also do a copy, cut, and paste. But anyway, if I cut the example text and then place it elsewhere by pasting, you'll see that it was removed and placed into the new location. Again, I'm going to Control Z on my keyboard to undo. Again, that's very useful. Shortcut is using Control Z to undo or Control Y to redo. So Control Z got rid of my cut and paste, and Control Y will redo it. And you could also use the quick access toolbar, undo paste or redo cut. This is your undo command on the left and your redo on the right. And by the way, just some quick shortcuts. To copy would be Control C, and to cut is Control X, and to paste is Control V. Clipboard. The clipboard will store all your items that you've copied and cut, not only within PowerPoint but all of your open Microsoft Office applications. And it will store up to 24 items that were copied or cut so that you can quickly use those items to paste. So to see what's been copied and cut and therefore stored in your clipboard, just go to the Home tab and then Clipboard group. Click on the dialog box launcher to open the clipboard. And you can see right now that there's a PowerPoint icon, meaning this particular item was copied from PowerPoint and it was the text my. So if I copied example, that will be added to the clipboard as well. And then I can quickly paste in anything from the clipboard into PowerPoint. Just click to where you want to paste into and then click on the item you want to paste. To delete an item out of the clipboard, just click on the drop down and then click on delete, or you can hit the clear all button and then to exit out of the clipboard, click the close button here. Additional functions. I'm just going to briefly discuss some of the other very useful functions within PowerPoint, such as the spell check, dictionary, and thesaurus. Spelling check. As you enter text onto a slide, PowerPoint keeps track of any misspelled or misplaced words. Misspelled words will be underlined in red, where misplaced words will be underlined in blue. Right-clicking a word will bring up a menu with a list of options. So if I misspell a word here, PowerPoint believes that this word is misspelled and therefore it's placed a red underline underneath it. If you right-click it on, it'll give you options to what it thinks you meant to type, and you can just select one of these options to replace the current word. Or you can choose to ignore all. Perhaps you really did mean to type the word and you want to keep it, so you would just select ignore all. If you do that, then it'll remove the red underline. Another option you can do is you can add it to the dictionary. In doing so, PowerPoint will check this word whenever it comes up, and it'll see that since it's in the dictionary, it is a valid word and it's spelled correctly. Review tab. Using the commands on the Review tab, Proofing group allow you to review and essentially proof your presentation. You can use spell check, which will list all the words in your presentation that PowerPoint believes are misspelled. Then you can choose to ignore them or to make the changes, or to apply the change to all. You can also use research, which is like a dictionary. So for example, highlight the word and then go to research, and on the right you can choose from this drop down what dictionary you want to utilize in looking up this word. Right now I'm just going to use Bing, and once I click this start researching or start searching button, then these definitions were displayed below. And you can just click on one of the links to go to that site that contains a definition if you want to read the whole definition, if the whole definition is not displayed here. And you can also use the thesaurus, which will display words with similar meaning. Then you can just insert your word by going to the word drop down and clicking insert. Or you can just highlight your text, right click, and then go down to synonyms and make your selection. Saving your presentation. To save your presentation in the same directory and with the same file name, you can click this floppy disk icon here to save it. Or you can just go to File, Save. Or you can type in Control-S, which is a shortcut to save. However, if you wanted to change the directory where your file is saved or the file name, you would have to bring up the Save As dialog box. So in order to do that, you go to File, Save As, and then you can type in a new name and navigate to a new directory to save it. And the shortcut to bring that up would be the F12 key on your keyboard. And that concludes Chapter 2.